Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Linda, and this is for the record, Your Honor. Sexton still chases the perfect team. Cut to the chase, Eli Tomac. Chase Sexton has kept somewhat of a low profile during this offseason, not saying or speaking on much that has been swirling or speculated. I don't blame him. All the drama and reports about his situation with KTM hit the roof this year, and not only did it affect his performance, but his career completely. He can't afford any more problems or distractions. He needs to be able to focus. He needs to be on a bike that he can trust. The difference with him and that similar situation with like Jorge is that Chase continues to try and doesn't give up. He kept giving his all, but nothing had changed. And behind the scenes, he made it known he was not happy, but he did it respectfully. Not having much luck at races this season did not help either. Chase was fishing and spending time with the great outdoors on social media and has done a recent interview with Racer X Jason the Weege Wygett. With the time closing in where all teams must announce their crews and riders, things can still be shaky for some. November seems to be the goal for this. The rumors and reports of changes currently are Jorge Prado and Eli Tomac with Red Bull KTM, but recently rumors had spread that due to money spent on Jorge and paying off his contracts, they might not have the money for Eli Tomac. At this point, let me mention, and there should be an advisory up above. This video live and update is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research to make and come to your own conclusions. So we do have speculations, opinions being discussed here. So fair warning. Dylan Ferrandis and Justin Barsha on Troy Lee Designs with Red Bull Ducati, and Chase to go to Monster Energy Kawasaki. El Hombre Jason Anderson was announced to be going to Suzuki, and it's going to be a bit confusing, I feel, this season coming up. KTM publicly said its goodbyes to the champ in an open press release, while Chase has not spoken publicly on the plans to switch to Kawi. But he did open up a little to the great outdoors fame, Troy Adaminus, on his YouTube channel. I dealt with a lot of stuff this year that I haven't really dealt with, just mentally, and it made it pretty hard, said Sexton. So I think now is the time to kind of reset and go for my second half of my career. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and trying to right the wrongs that I've made and just hit the reset button a little bit. Seems that Chase wants the next half of his career refreshed and filled with fun and not serious, overwhelming stress. In the last 2 years, I kind of gotten away from just how I felt as a kid, he explained. Obviously, I'm getting older, but I'm still young. I still enjoy riding my dirt bike. I love what I do, and there's no reason not to have fun while I'm doing it. So I think when I say reset and get ready for the second half, just more fun, that I just need more of that, finding that teenage version of myself and find the energy and the fun again. I think just sometimes you get stuck in a rut, and it could be your environment, it could be the people you work with, could be yourself, he continued. All the outside stuff that shouldn't affect what I do, get rid of that and just go back to the basics. For me, that's the goal for this year. Exactly, that's what we had just said. Making the call to KTM, brass like Roger DeCoster and Ian Harrison, and saying he would not return to the team for 2026 was not fun for Chase, apparently. It wasn't that much fun, said Sexton, of making that call. As far as Roger goes, Roger helped a lot. I felt go to, and he was going to give me an honest answer and help me as much as I could. I still have a lot of respect for him and obviously Ian, but maybe personalities didn't mesh as good as I thought they were going to, and that can be on me. I'll take responsibility for that. But it was time to move on. You only get so many years as a racer, and you owe it to yourself to make the most of them. So I felt like it was time to make a change. I like how his responses are very mature here. According to Racer X Online, Sexton raced for KTM for 2 years. His exit from Honda HRC at the end of 2023 felt pretty raw emotionally also. At that time of the switch, he spoke highly of KTM's efforts to do whatever it took to win. The squad did have quite a bit of success together, including the 2024 Pro Motocross Championship and a close-fought second place by just 2 points in the 2025 Monster Energy AMA Supercross standings. He won a lot of races for the brand, but it wasn't enough to satisfy. As Animus wisely says while narrating this video, it's a world where winning is the only satisfaction for a rider and his team. Sexton might be a few weeks away from explaining more of his decision to go to Monster Energy Kawasaki. He closes this video by talking about the standard goals of winning titles and a bigger picture. For me, winning championships and winning races is what I am paid to do, he says. The fire in me is big. I also want to try to be a role model for younger kids. For me, being someone that someone can look up to is almost just as important as winning. Being true to who I am, that's something I've always been, and I could say confidently in my career, that's something I've always stuck to. That's something I'm very proud of. Compared to his Honda years, the 2 seasons with KTM resulted ultimately in a lateral move in terms of performance and happiness for Sexton. Can a third team be the answer? He'll talk about expectations soon, but we probably won't know the real answer until 2 years on from now. Despite rumors of Eli Tomac returning to Kawasaki alongside Chase, many continue to think he is still connected and set to go with KTM for 2026. Many were shocked about this choice. Personally, I would rather see him with the green team machine again, but regardless, wherever he lands, I wish him all the best. Make sure you tell me in the comments down below, where will Eli end up, and will Chase have a better season with Kawasaki in 2026? I'm Linda, and that's for the record, Your Honor.